lessons learned in flight, journey onto endless night. For the stars, we aim so high. The projected kiss goodbye. For science and purple light, we'll keep flying through the light. Rocket launch with hope so grand. EJ's got the master plan. Thrusters burn to reach the moon. In his eye you see the tune. Orbit dreams won't be delayed. Lessons learned from missions made. Kerbal Kai will forge a path to the stars beyond this path. For the stars, we aim so high. The projected kiss goodbye. For science and purple light, we'll keep flying through the light. Rocket launch with hope so grand. EJ's got the master plan. Thrusters burn to reach the moon. In his eye you see the tune. Keep flying through the light.
What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Space and Rocket Review. Space and Rocket Review. Space and Rocket Review. Space. I'm just getting a little bit more linky. There's not a lot of news, so you know, we'll find a way to make it a lot. Welcome back. Thank you. All right, I'm just looking for a little bit more. I really don't have a lot right now. All right, well. I'm just looking around a little bit. Oh, you got some, Baron? All right, cool. Let's jump in. All right, I'm back. Got a full tank of gas. Well, I don't know for sure.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
All right, I think I got enough here. Yeah, I'm not. That's okay. Hey, Matoro, 121 months. How you holding up, dude? Pad B leg lift. Oh, Pad B leg lift. Pad B leg lift. All right, let's start there. Screw it. Let's go. It's leg day, so that's one of the 4 posts that we saw delivered via truck yesterday. I'm all right, draining day, but all right. I think 3 out of the 4 legs are at the pad. Well, at least we know at least one is there, dudes. All right, so that is one of 4 posts that's going to hold up the OLM, which is actually pretty rad. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering when they're gonna lift and move the launch mount, dudes. I think that launch mount's gonna get moved sooner rather than later. Is the Pez dispensers in Mega Bay too, huh? Oh yeah. Cool. Man, that OLM's gonna be up there, dude. Is that can't be the height that it's gonna be at? What do you think? Rapidly dismountable, relatively rapidly dismountable, or permanent launch mount? You know what, Vasi? That's a good question. Okay. Honest opinion, I do not think it's going to be a mobile launcher like 39A. I don't think it's going to be like that. I do think that this design is implemented to be able to remove this thing relatively quickly if you need to change something. So I would say relatively dismountable, relatively rapidly dismountable. I don't think it's permanent. I think they'll change it if they need to change it. I think it's future-proofing the design. Because if you think about, like, what's the problem they ran into with Pad A? The problem they ran into with Pad A is that they needed to change stuff. So you got to change things, right? And if you got to change things, that thing doesn't come apart. This design is much more modular. You could pull it apart. Hey, LSR, what's up, man? The OLM is going to be way too heavy to be rapidly dismountable. Yeah, I can't click on that creeper. This is something that's not... I think it can be removed, dudes, but I don't think it's going to be removed unless they really need to change something, like a block upgrade from stage 0 or something. Also, LSR, speaking of, your retweets are a lot of the things in space news today, buddy. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh baby. And meanwhile at McGregor, they're, what is the second stage? Just moving a second stage around with an airport semi? You had a busy evening. I guess so. Jeez. My guess is that they can refurbish it like every 10 to 100 flights. Yeah, Cheeseburger. I'm going to say that you're probably right. Hey, Pat, what's going on? The yard truck. Yeah, the freaking yard truck. Yeah. Yard truck. What's your job? Just towing stages around.
Discovery,
Hold
go
on
and throttle up.
We'll pause that for a moment. Let's bring bring this back. This is live. This is a live shot. This is going on right now. That is an entire Falcon 9 upper stage. Just moving it around. It still has the vacuum engine on it. The Merlin vacuum's installed. It just doesn't have its nozzle. Trade. EJ, have my Prime sub, please. Thank you. Oh, dude, look at that. You got a FOD cover over the front of it, but the dude is just moving around a rocket engine there. Now that's something you really don't get to see very often there. Huh. Ultra stubby. Don't you dare call it that. Don't you dare. LSR, bring it back. Where'd it go? Damn it, man. I used to be the team lead for Honda of Indiana Arrival and Departure Center. I was also the team lead for the yard truck drivers. That's cool, Illness. Tesla earnings call is live if you want to patch in. The Tesla
Discovery,
earnings
go at
call.
And with regard to Optimus, making good progress on Optimus. We expect to have thousands of Optimus robots working in Tesla factories by the end of this year, doing useful work.
LSR, you just linked NSF live.
Faster than any product, I think, in history, to get to millions of units per year as soon as possible. I think feel confident in getting to 1 million units per year in less than 5 years, maybe 4 years.
LSR, you can post links whenever now.
By 2030, I feel confident in predicting 1 million Optimus units per year. It might be 2029. So let's see, with respect to energy, our energy business is doing very well. The Megapack is enables utility companies to output far more total energy than would otherwise be the case.
Yes, on this.
When you think of the energy capability of a grid, it's much more than the total energy output per year. If the power plants could operate at peak power for all 24 hours, as opposed to being at half power, sometimes a quarter power at night, then you could double the energy output of existing power plants. But in order to do that, you need to buffer the energy.
Yeah, you got to store it
so that you can charge up the something like battery pack at night and then discharge into the grid during the day. So this is a massive unlock on total energy output of any given grid over the course of a year. And utility companies are beginning to realize this and are buying our megapacks at scale. So at this point, a gigawatt class battery is quite a common thing. So we have many orders in the hopper for gigawatt and beyond batteries. And we expect the stationary energy storage business to scale ultimately to terawatts per year. So very, very big numbers. Now, Q1, first quarters of a year are usually pretty tricky because it's usually the worst quarter of the year because people don't want to go buy a car in the middle of winter during a blizzard. So production of the world's best-selling cars. Worth remembering, the Model Y is the best-selling car of any kind on Earth, with a 1.1 billion.
Okay, it's very clear people don't want to listen to that. All right, cool, sweet. We'll go back to leg lifting and stuff. Interesting. He's talking about scaling storable power. Everything is down like 20%, and they were like $3 billion short of expectations. I think that's right, though. Storable power. I think that's correct, too. You guys want to go back to leg lift? There you go. Leg lift? We'll get the cliff notes for it later if you guys are wondering. Fells, what's that thing right there? This guy. The ice cream cone looking thing. Never, and I mean never, skip leg day. Yeah. Pumper truck. What's that pumper truck doing? It's behind my head. You can't see it. Oh, that's probably the pusher upper simulator thingy. Keep an eye out for the leg lift time lapse tomorrow. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll check out that Tesla stuff later. So check this out. This is another clip from LSR. That is the top of the flame deflector bucket thing. Here's the cliff notes. Cliff notes. So this is the very top. That's going to connect into all the pipes. This is a gigantic manifold. This is probably a regeneratively cooled plate. Obviously from the pipes going into it. That's a water pipe coming into that thing. Man, that thing is chunky. So how heavy do I think the OLM is? It's pretty dang heavy. We were talking about ways that they're going to lift it up on there. I'm pretty sure they're going to need both cranes. Both of those crawler cranes. Both the leave her cranes. The one that's there, that's putting the leg down right now. And the one that's, trucks. And the SpaceX one. That's got to be the best job ever, dude. Oh, is this trailer? Bird. Yeah, this is the trailer. Is the trailer still leveled? Looks leveled to me. F-35 NASCAR upgrades. Interesting. The last bit is from the trailer. Yeah. I haven't been down there since February. Right? It was February? Right? Bird. Bird. Oh wait, no, we're Dodge guys right now. Because we're working on the blue car, the Coronet. So we're Dodge guys right now. We're Mopar, no car. Where's the dang Ram? Where's the Dodge Ram at? No, anyway. That's the top part of the flame deflector. So once again, Pad B is coming together pretty quick. Also, another LSR clip here. They were doing some work with the chopsticks. This is the chopsticks at Pad A. Oh yeah, Creeper, we'll check that out. What the heck are they doing? Wiggle testing. It looks like they're testing the dampers on that thing. They're trying to make sure it doesn't do that. Because remember when we did this in KSP, right? Like, a big thing was getting the damping on the arms right, because when Super Heavy comes down and it lands on this thing, it wants to push the arms away. At least that's the effect that we saw in KSP, which, I mean, KSP's pretty good at simulating physics. It's pretty decent at it. So you really don't want these things to move around a little at all when Super Heavy comes down to land on this thing, or else it could push the arms wide. So I really understand not wanting to dampen this stuff out. Yeah, I mean, look, they were shaking these things. Shaking all over. Righto, Force. Yep. Wonder what that was. Hold on. Oh, probably never know. Probably quantifying vibration modes. Wouldn't be surprised if they're doing something like input shaping, resonance compensation. 3D printers are doing all of that nowadays. Yeah, maybe. Cool. All right, let's see what else we got. Let me put Starbase Live back up there in the square hole. Here. Oh yeah, we got a Chrome Kiwi picture of the water lines. We didn't do this. This was news that was shared that I had teed up yesterday, but we didn't get to it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They split the lines. This is the one that's going to that top deflector. Now I'm just... Huh. Utopia Labs, from cars to space, another $10 super chat. Thank you. Rudy, what's up, man? If you have a contact with NSF, can you tell them to deter from showing the business end of the second stage on stream? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, here. I'll do it right now, Rudy. All right, we'll see what we can do, dude. Second paragraph on the link has a rather decent example. Okay. Are you gonna go to the first launch from Pad B? Yeah, Alex, I'll check that in a little bit. If the view was an issue, wouldn't SpaceX make them stop showing it? Yeah. They'll probably get an angry email or something. Okay, anyway. So yeah, Chrome Kiwi's got some pretty good renders based off of the RGB pictures about what the pipes are gonna look like. It's interesting that they split the pipes for the two buckets, and then there's one for the deluge system on the top. Like, that pipe is going to this piece right there in Chrome Kiwi's render. It's going to that thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, look, there is a bunch of little holes in there. Dude, this thing's gonna shoot out like the it's gonna look like the shower head almost. Yeah, Rudy, don't worry about it. But I didn't realize you could actually see the top of it. Better view. Let me see. Yeah, dude, look. Check it out. Oh, that's a huge... That's why there's a separate pipe going to this thing, dudes. This thing is... That's the pad deluge. It's different. It's different than the flame bucket. Those other two pipes in Chrome Kiwi's render are... where are you? The other two, that one is going to the top. The other two pipes are going to the buckets, interestingly enough. Hear me out. I need that as a garden sprinkler. Elon mentioned the pad would be water jacketed. Yeah. Yeah, see, look. Oh, yeah. That seals the deal right there. There will, of course, also be a pipe that connects to the manifold on the OLM for the water-cooled deck. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where that water line is coming from. It's not even ITAR, guys. It's proprietary tech. But the line is blurred between ITAR and proprietary. You know, the line it is a blurred line. Just looking around now. Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't believe, and I figured this out the other day. This isn't anything that people didn't know, but like the commodity lines go under the water line, go under the water system, which is, yeah. See those are the fuel lines, fuel and oxidizer lines. They go straight up underneath because space is at a premium down there. That's actually crazy to me. I sent you a picture on Discord of the most recent flyover. Oh yeah, they're the pipes. Yep. Oh, they already filled it in from that other picture. Wow, that's a much older picture from RGB. Look, they've already filled the pipes in. Man, these guys are working fast. Why are the pipes greenish? Anti-corrosion maybe, Nianix? I mean, it kind of depends on what these things are made out of, you know? That's crazy considering there was nothing in this picture. Anyway. Hey, Meat Snack. Good morning, evening-ish. Here, there we go. Yeah, they're definitely in a rush to get that done soon. There is holes drilled into that. Now, what I'm really wondering, guys, is that why is there a pipe coming out the other side? See, there's a pipe coming out here, and then there's a pipe coming out the other side. Maybe they're going to shoot the water through. It's going to shoot out of here and keep going, and maybe it elbows up to the OLM. What if they reuse water? No. Believe me, they're not going to. There was a whole thing about that. That could also be for a clean-out port. Yeah, maybe. Interesting. All right, well, that's what's going on with Starbase. They are making progress, and I don't know, guys. I still think we're a little ways out for another flight, but I gotta sneeze. It's turbocharger. Outdoorsman, hey, back from work. Did you fix the timing issue on the Coronet? Dude, yeah. We got it working, and then I sea-foamed it, and it cleaned out a lot of things, but I think I fouled all the plugs doing that. I think I killed all 8 spark plugs, because now it doesn't start again. And when it did start, it had a lifter tick. So we're going to change the oil tomorrow. We're going to change the plugs tomorrow. I did not find any fluid in the transmission. So I'm getting transmission fluid tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah, interesting. Cool map. What's that, Baron? You gotta wrap that thing out when you use seafoam. Temporary transmission fluid. What do you mean temporary? Oh. Google finally updated their McGregor imagery. Oh. You should check the headlight fluid. Yeah. I would try to start it tomorrow before changing the plugs. Rear main seal? I don't know. I mean, I think it might be leaking oil somewhere, but we'll check it. Hold on a second, fellas. Something's going on Starbase Live. Hold up a sec. Is that pumper truck all right, or? That. Is someone seafoaming that truck right now? Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. The diesel should burn clean. It's either working hard or hardly working. Yeah, it's a stealth smoke screen. Yeah. The diesel, that truck's not, that might not be happy. A new pope! Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's what that means. Ooh. That was not very keen. Yep. All right, so there's updated pictures. Yeah. Here, let's go peep around McGregor, shall we? Where's the space pope when we need him? Got to watch Space News yesterday. Good analysis of the ship catch scenario. Yeah, thanks, man. All right, now I'm going to peep up in here. Okay. 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 There's not much I can say besides it's going to look crazy. I could say it's kind of not targeting the pad. It will overfly, but it turn in a scary way. It's going to look ridiculous, Rudy, if what I'm picturing is right. There's the old Beale Aerospace facilities. There's the first stage test stand. The tripod was right there, but they're getting rid of it. There's the maintenance facilities. This content is no longer available. The amount of soot in the flame trench. That's how you know that's Falcon 9s. Yeah, that's a good way to tell. Oh, excuse me. What do we got over here? Second stage. It's gotta be second stage. What's over here? Oh, somebody had fun. Raptor production building, stage 1 hangar. Okay. Wait, Raptor production building. Huh. Okay. Dude, they're building test stands out here left and right, dude. Look, those are brand new. Man. Dude, they aren't screwing around. You sent it to me on Discord? Oh, they're building underground flame diverters to keep the sound down. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, those are dual bay. They're definitely connected to one fuel farm. All right, what else do we got? Vertical A, cell A. Crazy how we all felt so amazed by the idea of the booster catch, even this time last year, and now they've done it 3 times. We're possibly seeing a ship catch in the next few flights. I'll tell you what, if they didn't have those problems with, if Starship didn't have those problems with the Block 2, we would have seen one already. Giant mufflers, yeah, right. What are you saying over there, Rudy? I miss the tripod. We all do. In theory, you're a McGregor Live denizen between launches. Yeah, there you go. Hill runs are doing some conditions that no one will ever think about. The booster catch needed a couple million runs. The ship might need a magnitude more. Also, the flight computer is doing millions and millions of calculations from parameters while it's going transonic, but as always, patent integrity and public safety is the utmost priority. Dude, Rudy, okay, maybe I'm giving you guys too much credit, but I don't think there's going to be any particular issues with the ship catch. If I'm understanding the ship catch correctly, one of the toughest parts is going to be catching the ship at an angle, because you're going to land on one Raptor that's not exactly through the center of mass, so Starship is going to have to come down a little crooked. Right, it's going to have to come down kind of like this almost. Right, and maybe tilted forward a little bit. And getting that to line up with the pins could be a little bit difficult. Hardware in the loop testing. Yeah, I got you. Is that why they're taking out the tripod? It's too loud? Yeah. Will we ever see a Raptor engine test area on the East Coast, or you think they would still all come to Texas? I tell you, SpaceX wouldn't be building out crazy test stands like this. They wouldn't be building out test stands left and right, guys, if they weren't. I don't think they'd come down crooked. They would just go closer to the center of gravity. Well, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, here, I'll show you. Raptor horizontal is stupidly loud. Yeah. Here, let's look at the recap footage. Particularly, let's get to the landing part. See how it's crooked? See, it's still sideways. See what I mean? Still sideways. Still sideways. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I don't think that's insurmountable. Honestly, I think they could catch that. If you can get the booster, you can get that. I can't believe they scrapped that thing. Nothing, Flavia. The news cycle's a little bit slow today. Yeah, see how it's basically crooked until the last second? That's going to be a little bit tough to get at. It's going to have to go into the, it's going to have to come into the legs like this. They're coming to the chopsticks. That's going to be actually kind of crazy. The vast video. I don't want to watch the vast video because you keep pestering me about it. Why did they scrap 15 and not 20? I have no idea. If you pick the right engine, you could still be perfectly vertical and still decelerating. Aqualix, I think that's what they'll do. I think they're going to use that center top engine, right? You gimbal that thing, then you only have to deal with one axis going sideways, right? You'll come in crooked that way, right? Instead of the two down the bottom. Because you're two down the bottom, you're going to be translating a little bit. And we already know that the booster comes in a little bit sideways. Yeah. If they use the top engine, this shouldn't be This shouldn't be too hard. Now, keep in mind, I'm keeping it relative here, guys. It's all relative because this is all super difficult. It's all super difficult. Won't the orbital ships land with 2 engines? I don't know, Jack. If you land with 2, you'll be, yeah, same thing. You'll be all right. Anyways, some interesting, what's that? What do we have here? I don't know if that's part of McGregor, but interesting. Yeah, Flavie, it's gonna be pretty cool. The videos of the water landing, I think those look more straight up. Yeah. The point that I'm trying to get at, dudes, is that I don't think this is going to be... It's definitely going to be tough. It's definitely going to be an interesting thing to solve. I don't... The booster, if you can get the booster, I'm pretty sure you can get the ship. It's just getting the ship to the right spot. For booster, they have a lot more control authority due to size and engine inertia management. The problem with the ship, and I'm sure you will notice it, we have no data of V2 ship's control in the subsonic regime. Believe me, I noticed. Yeah, Gavin, if you're using both windward engines, if you're using the 2, if you're using the 2 down here instead of the 1 and land on 2, yeah. Oh yeah, it should be a pretty straight translation in. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. Do you think they'll catch a ship on the first attempt? Yes. Yes, I do. I think they will. Yeah. Here's a thought. Difference between coming in for a catch with and without payload. Booster only has 1 state. I'm not worried about... What are you... In what part are you talking about, Bob? Like flipping and burning or whatever? Sketchy attempt. Sketchy first attempt or clean? I think they'll nail it, Erudite. I seriously think they do. I think they'll nail it. Dude, I understand the differences between the ship and the booster. I get it. But dude, if you can land that, you can land the ship. You have a point of reference for how to do this with sub-centimeter precision. That is better than having none at all. They'll get it. I'm pretty damn sure. For the next flight, if it goes well, you'll see more different characteristics during the run from supersonic to transonic. It'll be more scary due to the reduced control authority. Different center of mass? I don't think it's that big of a deal, Bob. I think this thing could come down with, well, I mean, whatever you could fit in that payload bay, I'll say. Yeah, I think that shouldn't be an issue. I really don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. The flaps will compensate for anything, no matter what. Like, keep in mind, we're using the shorter chopsticks. They're smaller but faster. Yeah. Do you think they might use Pad B to catch the ships? I do, Jack. I mean, look at the comment above yours. I knew that already. They're using Pad B. That's why they're rushing to get Pad B finished, guys. They're using it to catch ship. What is this? ATF from your boss. Oh. You can get the Mopar stuff. Oh. Fastest delivery Thursday. Huh. I'll just go to the store tomorrow and get it, dude. How far is Pad B to completion? I'd say Pad B's probably 60% done. Yeah, 60, yeah, maybe a little bit more. What would you guys say? 60 to 70, I'd say at least. I mean, the OLM isn't on the pad. It's assuming they don't blow up on ascent again, yeah. I'm just saying they can perfect one profile in program and have it work for everything. More variables in play. I think they'll get it, man. Keep in mind, you know, using the shorter chopsticks. Do you think they might use... Okay, I already got that. Once Pad B is launching stuff, do you think they use Pad A to catch ships instead? Maybe. 60 to 70, yeah, is where I'm seeing. Yeah, 60% sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. The concrete has to have some time to cure. Bingo. Yeah, you have to let it kind of do its thing. Will 14-2 catch or be water landing, as rumored a while ago? Flavia, I really don't see any particular reason why you wouldn't try to catch the thing. Do you? Like, I know that was rumored. That definitely went around. That, oh, no, they're gonna expend it. And while I will say that expending the booster is the next logical step in reusing one, right? That does make sense. And if they were doing it, I'd be like, all right. That makes sense. But also at the same time, why not try to catch it? What are you worried about? They basically refurbed the stupid thing. Why not try? Right? Like, why not try? So they don't have to bother scrapping it. Yeah, that might be. Like, I don't see any particular reason why they wouldn't go for a catch, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. Yeah, I really wouldn't be. SpaceX has zero issue scrapping hardware. Nothing is sacred, LSR, with these people. Nothing is sacred. And you know what, dude? I kind of like that. That's kind of refreshing, you know? In a way, like, I don't think they should have scrapped SN-15. Like, put that in front of the Brownsville airport or something, dude. But also, I really like how SpaceX is just willing to erase the blackboard and write again. I think that's super cool. And I think that logic being applied to rockets is long overdue. Just get rid of it. Or just get another one. Just build another one. What are you going to not build another one? Just build another one. Starhopper is the only thing that's valued. That's right, yeah. Rudy, what are you saying? Fun note, Flight 8 catch was actually testing Pad 2 catch azimuth due to the 90. I had a feeling that might have been what that was doing. I noticed it came in from a different angle than Flight 7. I definitely saw that it came in sideways. I was like, huh. Because I was watching Jack's footage. Here. Let's see if we can find the yak. The Canadian moose during mating season. And now, the yak. Look! Look, see, the booster comes in from the side. Comes in from over there. Bruh. Dude, that is knocking futz, dude. How does that even happen? Man, just what the actual frick? What in the frick balls is going on here? Hey, are you kidding me? Wait a minute. How did this happen? Knucking futz, dude. How else are you gonna describe it, right? I wish if the big guy shared the reason we're delaying Ship 35, or at least the pictures of it. There's some crazy stuff being done to it. I wish I had this technology to show you this 10 years ago. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, they caught a booster? They did catch a booster! When I was watching the SpaceX webcast live, I honestly and truly thought it was headed into the dunes. Watch the cast and forget where it's coming from. That's what it looks like. Yeah, right? They caught a booster. They did, dude. Did that go higher than NS-31, that booster? No, it didn't. NS-31 went higher. Not by much, though. Where does the booster go? That's right, it goes in the square hole. Anyway. Yeah. Crazy. Alright, anyway, check this out. LSR's got more stuff. They stacked another section of ML2. The Sarin CC-8800. There it goes. Hang on, guys. I got a hot galoogie. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it's going to be a rat. Oh, hold on, Kyrie. I believe in you. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Another piece of ML is being stacked. That's good. How many missing to the full stack for this thing? It's got a couple more. Actually, I think it's 3 more. I think. That's a guess. That was a guess, but it seemed logical. Gwen feels lost on a flame trench? I don't know. Cool. And then this GIF is actually not from LSR, but it is a little bit of a time lapse. This is footage. This has already happened, but this is footage that's still cool to see. The SLS core stage final processing jig in the VAB. We hadn't really seen a good shot of it. Okay, yeah, thank you. Hello. Oh. Oh, hi. Hi, core stage. How you doing? Oh. 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 Hey. Hey, all right. This is some pretty awesome footage. There should be like 6 more of these things in there. Like right now. Oh. Dude, why are we not building like 5 of these right now? I talked about that yesterday. I'm not going to do it again today. But also, we should be building like at least 5 of these. At the very least. Dude, that's great. So that is the final assembly jig and processing jig for SLS core stages. From there, the SLS core stage gets taken out of High Bay 2 and it moves into the transfer aisle. High Bay 2, you could have built the stack in there at one point, but they built the Futuramic jig in there instead because that's where they want to assemble SLSs. Now they're going to use both the gantry cranes to take the thing horizontal, put it on the carts, and then move it towards in the transfer aisle, towards High Bay 3. I don't know why they couldn't have just done... Oh, wait, they had to switch gantry cranes. That's right. So there it goes. So that's high bay 4 over there. That's SRB processing in that part. And then the core stage gets whoop. Okay, cool, sweet. Either way, we're all in on Ship 35, ready for flight, feeling super confident. Big shout out to the community, you and the NSF crew for the awesome support. Dude, we got you, man. Space is brutal, but a dream of bright future keeps us pumped. Damn, Rudy, I have the... dude, okay. That's awesome footage from SLS. Rudy, I have the utmost confidence in you guys. I know you'll do it right. And if you screw up, you'll figure out what's wrong and you'll get it done. I'm good. Good, dude. We're good. No, there will be one more SLS stacked on that mobile launcher, and then I don't know what they're gonna do frick all with that thing. Got an idea. Make this the actual speed. There, rockets galore. Well, laughs in chopsticks. Yeah, Rudy, I have the utmost confidence in SpaceX, so you guys will be fine. I'm not worried at all. I'm honestly not. Yeah, I'm not worried. I think they said it will park in EJ's garage. Yeah. It might not fit, though. Ship 35 gives you a lot of hope, especially because I believe Ship 35 suffered primarily from engine failure rather than resonance. Ship 34. Jackie, the failure mode was definitely different between Ship 33 and Ship 34. It was definitely different. But having a RUD at a with two RUDs consecutively within 20 seconds of each other on your timer, that's either a big coincidence or yeah, that's a little thin, you know. No, I know what you meant, Jackie. It's all good. Not enough insane clown posse stages. Oh, of course. I don't know. It definitely seems like something very similar from Flight 7 happened on Flight 8. What is this, Baron? Damn. Check the bio. No, I know. I know who Jay Nagy is. I'm following him. We believe in coincidences in this household. All right. Now is your... That was on April 7th. Now is your chance to get off the couch and be the person that teaches SpaceX how to fix their TPS system, thermal protection system engineer. But you're not following Chris. Nope, I'm not. Fellas, isn't this an old tweet? Yeah, Baron, this is from that's from the 7th. That's from a little while ago. Guys, I don't think Chris was trying to be a dick here, to be honest. Like I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. Like I don't get his jokes. Some of them are kind of funny, I guess, but sometimes I'm just like, okay. All right. All right. But to be 100% honest with you, I don't think this is a dig at Starship engineers. I think this is a dig at all the armchair people on the internet who think they know more than SpaceX. I'm pretty sure that's the context here. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a dig at people on the internet that think they know more than SpaceX. I'm pretty sure that's the context, knowing him. Like, I'm not sure if Jay misinterpreted that tweet or something, but yeah, I don't think he's knocking Starship engineers here. Are you implying that people misunderstood a Twitter post? I like waffles. Send tweet. So that means you don't like pancakes? No. No, I didn't say that at all. Like, I didn't say that at all. Yeah, I think he was knocking armchair engineers, but like, don't get me wrong, guys. Chris says some stuff from time to time, and like, once again, dudes, that dude's way smarter than me. Like, he's way smarter than me. But yeah, some of the jokes he makes, I'm just like, I don't really find funny. Like, I don't know, different type of humor, you know. At least we can all agree, Long March 5. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, some of the things he says, I'm just like, okay. The Mach 3 U-Haul truck was hilarious, dude. And Heifersonic, that was awesome. So good, dude. That's some of the funniest things I've seen from him. I never found any trolling to be funny, but maybe that's autism. Like, Tesla Max, if I'm going to give somebody crap, if I'm going to bust their chops and troll a little bit, I'll make it pretty obvious. Like, except if it's Tesla. That guy can piss off. You know, like, I don't just, like, go and screw with people. Like, that's not really my thing. I don't really operate like that. What's the origin of the Long March 5 meme? Me. I tried to Google some information on Long March 5 during a flame trench, and I typed it into the flame trench chat, just Long March 5 into the chat, so. Yeah. Now watch this drive. Now Long March 5. Now watch this drive. You don't go out of your way to mess with people. Yeah, it's not really my style, Space Pope. Like, I don't really do that, I guess. I mean, maybe a little, but if only I was playing bingo today. Like when EJ talked about saving 30 billion, that's trolling. Trolling, I'm pretty serious about that, dude. Seabury, feel free to mess with me anytime. Pasca. All right. This dude call you out or something? No, yeah. All right, let's keep going. You get to know the person first, build a rapport with them, so you don't know they're messing with them. Yeah, pretty much, Aqualex. Like, I don't just go around messing with people that I don't know. Like, I kind of feel out the situation before I do that. Vito Mopal. Vito Mopal. Hey! Bless you. Yeah, I don't really... I do screw with people, but I only really screw with people that I know. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Satana. Alright, so... Yeah. Dudes, that's it. I don't have any more I don't have any more news. I mean, there's one more thing here. Boeing announces a $10.5 billion deal to divest Jeppesen 4-flight air data and Oz runways to to Thoma Bravo in an all-cash transaction. Earlier reporting suggested the sale, which attracted multiple bidders, would be close to $6 billion. Deal close expected by the end of the year. There's the African Union Space Program founding. What? What? Africa's long-standing ambitions in space took a historic step forward today, April 20th, 2025, with the official inauguration of the African Space Agency, or AFSA, at its permanent headquarters in Egypt's Space City, Cairo. The landmark event marks the culmination of nearly a decade of strategic groundwork that began in January 2016 when the African Union Assembly adopted the African Space Policy and Strategy during its 26th Ordinary Session, establishing a framework for a coordinated continental approach to space activities. Africa's long-standing ambitions in... Okay, all right. The inauguration ceremony was attended by a prestigious group of guests, including African Union Commission officials, representatives from African governments and space agencies, ambassadors from African and foreign nations based in Egypt, and members of the AFSA Council, high delegates from the global space community. This gathering highlighted the Pan-African international importance and milestone. Interesting. Messages from the global space community. Karen Feldstein was there, reaffirmed NASA and the U.S. dedication to collaborating with Africa, citing the Artemis Accords signed by Angola, Nigeria, and Rwanda, alongside numerous bilateral agreements to enhance commercial government space utilization for sustainable development. She pledged that NASA would remain a reliable partner, ensuring collaborations yielded tangible results that would swiftly elevate Africa as a space power. People from Knessa there, UAE Space Agency, JAXA is there. Canusa? I don't know. All right. Okay. Now I'm really wondering, like, where are they going to launch from and stuff? I mean, if Ethiopia is involved, that would be a really good launch site. Anywhere down the, anywhere south of the Horn of Africa would be quite good for a launch site. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's my question, too. If they build their own pad, where's that going to end up? I mean... Madagascar would probably be the ideal. That would be really good. You're 15 degrees south here, and you got a huge track. That would be really good, actually. Heck, even launching in South Africa would be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. 33 degrees south is not too bad. We're gonna get a new Mombasa. You think that would be up here? Yeah. That wouldn't be bad. You could do polar out of here. Somewhere in this area here wouldn't be too bad, but there's dick for infrastructure out there. From what I can tell. No heavy ports. Oh, there's one. Interesting. Mombasa's in Kenya. I know where Mombasa is. It's right on the screen. Interesting. See last, please. Okay. There's launch pads in Algeria. Okay. I suppose you could launch from here. It's a little ways north, but, yeah, it's not like there's anything out here, you know? Yeah, you could get away with it out here. By the way, there's news why the range is down. The DoD is doing hypersonic testing. There's destroyers and subs stationed in Cape Canaveral's Navy Station and in the Atlantic. Is there? All that desert sand will do wonders for FOD. Yeah. Well, Khartoum, Sudan is in the way. I suppose. You'll have more luck having more SLSs built than South Africa having a pad. Interesting, Scott. Yeah. And Djibouti, what'd you say about me? Yeah, I don't like sand, guys. It's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere, you know? But anyway, I wish them all the best. That's cool. Are you thinking May for Flight 9? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Just like Jack's Land Rover? Yeah, that's right. I was gonna guess the last week of April, so next week. But, it's probably gonna be first week of May, now that I'm thinking about it. I've been saying fourth week of April for a little while, but... This is for him if interested. Warning, while autoplaying is loud. Nah... It's good, man. Thank you. You said first week of May? I said last week of April, when after Flight 8. Yeah. What? I'm optimistic. But it's SpaceX. They'll get it done. I'm not worried. I'd say net 3 weeks after ship static fire. Oh, jeez. Nah, Baron, I'm good. EJ, have you mentioned a driver called Cletus before? Yeah. I've been hearing some rumors that they're actually going to catch Booster 14. I don't see why they really wouldn't, guys. Like, I just don't. Get your E on the phone. Now! Yeah. Anyway. Guys, there's really not much else. Not much other space news around. Here, there's this if you want to see this. This is kind of cool. Like, here. You want to see? That's kind of neat. Oh, geez, Yum Food, no problem. So what's next? You know, I really want to go get those parts. Is that bad? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. That A380 is so close to stalling. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You like the A380? No. Not particularly. 747 forever, dude. Yeah, A380s are cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's super neat, but 747 for life, dude. Ain't no A380 move the shuttle around, okay? The Atmos payload survived. Nice, Baron. There you go. Any shuttle news at the California Space Museum? They have enclosed Endeavour on its stack, but yeah, not much. Cletus with Dale Jr. at Talladega. I've seen the video, guys. But it's the Queen and King of the skies for you. They both count. Orange, sure, absolutely. I don't mind A380s. I just like 747s more. The 747 is... Joe Sutter's a genius. Yeah. Joe Sutter's the chief engineer on the 747. That guy's... Dude, the 747 to the late 60s, 747 to the late 60s is like what Starship is to rockets right now. It was a huge deal. Because of the high bypass turbofans, the JT8s. That was a big deal when it happened. Now everything uses turbofans. Like, I don't mind that the A380 exists. I think it's an awesome plane. Hang on. I don't mind that the A380 exists. It's an awesome airplane, but it's no 747. You know? Americans are bitter about not having the biggest one. No, not at all. 747-8 is just as big as an A380. Your grandfather flew Pan Am 707s, transitioned to the 747, said the 47 flew much better than the 707. Yeah? Like, I don't hate Airbus. I would say arguably that the A320 is doing a little bit better than the 737 MAX right now. I think 738s are great planes though, but Anyone like hold down arms? Dude, we saw him, T-Man. We saw him with the truck yesterday. Yeah, the 321 is, yeah, 738. So 737-800. Or just 738 for short. Yeah, Boeing's not doing good right now, but that doesn't mean that the 747 is not the most legendary design of all time. Like, seriously, you could do anything with that plane. Like, they did anything with that. They moved shuttles with it. They move other airplanes around with it. There's cargo variants. There's passenger variants. It was the first thing to have 2 stories on it. Like, like, you can't, the A380's great. That's all fine and dandy. Sophia, yeah, they put a telescope in it, dude. They moved shuttles with the dang thing. It's a monster. Can you go to Space Coast Live and roll back to 12:40 p.m. Eastern? Nah. Yeah, they're... Yeah, Sophia's gone. But I think it's at Pima. I'm pretty sure it's at Pima. So, at least it's still around. Oh, nice, D-Pick. There you go. Yeah, the 225. Yeah. There is a second one, dudes. There's a second Antonov 225, guys. It's just in pieces. They never put it together. But, I mean, I'm not sure I would do much with that thing. But there is a second one. There's a second hull around. Did I hear that the XB1 from Boom doesn't make a sonic boom? With the supersonic regime that they tested, GSC, where they pushed it to transonic, pushing it well into the transonic doesn't make a sonic boom, no. You really have to get going faster than that to get for the boom to reach the ground, basically. I'd use it to repair the first one. I mean... Admana, your wing box, yeah. The wings seem okay. They seem alright. It's just the front that kind of doesn't seem alright. I don't know if you should reshell the entire plane. I'd probably part out what you can. Part out what you can off the first one and use this if you were going to do that. But who knows? Who knows what that second one, where that second one's been? Has it been outside? How long has it been outside? Like, you're in a tough spot. The first one sort of ate a missile. I don't think it ate a missile, dudes. I think it just caught on fire. I said this in 2022 when it happened. It very much looked like somebody was using that hangar that the 225 was in to store fuel. To store, like, fuel for tanks and stuff because it's a covered hangar. And somebody else found out about that. Now, who did it or what? I have no idea. I would not be using the airframe, any of the fuselage from that first one. No, that thing has fire damage. Nah. Take all the parts that you can off of that first one that are salvageable, engines, wings, tail, stuff like that. Take all that and put it on the second shell. But then again, I would once over everything on this. Yeah, exactly, Dan. The fire, I don't screw with an airframe that's been on fire. It's junk. And the 225 was definitely on fire. But once again, it doesn't look to me like this plane got hit with anything. It just looks like it caught on fire. Now, I pointed this out right when it happened. There's diesel fuel and jet fuel all over the ground. See? See the jerry can? And see all the soot underneath it? This plane, the 225 it caught on fire. And see they were storing stuff behind it. See the radar? Somebody was storing stuff behind it, and somebody lit all that stuff on fire. But see, this is junk. Don't even. You have the wing box. This has an intact wing box. Take everything that you possibly can off of this and build the second plane. See all the holes in the hangar roof? Fragmentation. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's a good point. But look, it definitely... See all the soot? It caught on fire, whatever it is. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's all the shrapnel and everything, guys, but look, that's... Somebody lit a fire underneath this thing. See what I'm talking about? Or somebody hit something with fuel in it and it leaked everywhere. Either way, this thing is... I wouldn't... Man, it's been a while since I looked at these pictures. This thing is not... That's... No. Junk. Just build another one. Just junk. Maybe you could save the tail. Like, maybe. That is junk. I would not... Oh. Hey, alright. Yeah, see, they took the tail and everything off. I'm sorry that it reminded you. It's okay, dude. Yeah, there's so many damn holes. You can repair holes in the fuselage. You just don't know how it compromised this thing. Now, once again, fellas, you know, could you build it? Could it work? Sure. Would you risk your life on it? I wouldn't. I wouldn't risk my life on a plane that's been blown up. I don't think so. But I actually hadn't seen that updated picture. It looks like they've been cleaning it up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're taking parts off. That's what you should do. Yeah, take parts off and build another one. I mean, all these parts are just Antonov 124 parts. The 225 is just a stretched Antonov 124. So, once again, so what are the one-off parts? The one-off parts are the tail and the wing box. The fuselage, once again, dudes, that's just an extended Antonov. It's just an extended Antonov 124. Plenty of parts for those. Volga Kniper, the company that operated the 225, has plenty of 124s lying around. They have plenty of 124s, spare part 124s, that they parted out to keep their fleet going. There's plenty of pieces. There's just one-off. The one-off parts of the 225 are the parts that, you know... Oh, it's... Give. Here's the airport over here. Wait, no. Ah, here we go. They have spares. See? There's their spares. These are all spare parts. They got plenty. They got an entire 124 frame. I don't think they have the capability of doing that at Mana, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, that's a 225. There's a 3D model of it. The tail is different, and the wing box is different, and the wings too. Other than that, it's basically the same plane, guys. It's just an extended 124. The Antonov 124 is analogous to a C5. It's about the same size as a C5 Galaxy. But yeah, they got a bunch of stuff lying around out there. That sucker right there is the biggest turboprop cargo plane around. I forget the name of that thing. Like, once again, if your wings are decent enough, yeah, the 225 was in there. If the wings are decent enough, you could, like I said, you could part out a 124, use that to patch fuselage sections and go. But I think they should use the second shell. I believe the second shell is in this building, but I'm not sure. The AN-22? That sounds right, dudes. Yeah, this frickin' thing. That plane is nuts. It's frickin'... The scale... The scale doesn't do it justice. That plane is gigantic. Look. It's such a weird-looking plane, dude. Just a matter of pride. Yeah, I guess it, man. Yeah. That is a gigantic plane. That is a... it's got turboprops. It's almost as big as a C5. We're talking... That AN-22 is like as big as a C-17. It's gigantic. Or C-141. No, it's bigger than that, Trey. It is a big plane, and it's absurdly loud because of the Kuznetsov contra rotators. It's an obese Tu-95. Yeah, it's definitely a weird one, but it looks like they got a couple of those things sitting out there. At least, yeah, a couple of spare parts. I believe the Tu-22 was destroyed as well. Or the AN-22, I think it was blown away. What if a Blackbird and an AN-225 had a baby? Useful, needed. Look up the Lockheed CL-1201. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yes, no good. Yeah, the AN-22 is... It went bye-bye. It got blown away. I wouldn't be... Yeah, that's got to be that one right there. And it seems to be sitting next to a 737, which is interesting. Yeah, a hole in the side... Ask Boeing. A hole in the side of the plane is generally frowned upon. Rip bozo. Yeah, that's the 225. Some Bondo. It's very interesting to me, though, that the Ukrainians are took apart, they did basically what I was saying. Part this thing out, take as much good stuff off of it as you can. The tail section is going to be the big part. See, that part, you just need this frame. Once again, I think this frame, the second, serial number 2, I think it's in that building right there. Can this one be saved? Oh, that's the adjacent hangar. No, I wouldn't. I would part it out. I mean, it looks like that thing was under doing some routine maintenance or something. Body stored outside hangars at Aviation Airfield. It was a BMP. Yeah, that BMP-2 has seen better days, huh? So I guess it's not, the second frame is not in that building. That Antonov AN-225 was. Where? Oh, no. Stored outside. Not great, Bob. Not great. Yeah. Yeah. If that was, it's outside. That's the second one. It looks like that might be a 124. Hold on. Let me see. Nah. Nah. Balls. Anyway. Yeah, guys, fat chance, dude. I would manufacture a new one. Just make another one. Find the tooling and just do a one-off and build another one. Like, if you're gonna do it. I'm not sure I'd use that airframe if it's been sitting outside, but then again, I don't know. I'm not an AMP. Anyway, a little bit more space news. We did kind of a little bit of a plane tangent, but like I said, guys, there ain't much today. You remember that gateway spot that I mentioned yesterday? Check this out. Eric Berger and Homer Hickam had some stuff to say about it. And you thought the Artemis 3 architecture was complicated. Homer Hickam says, let's hope it never launches. And Eric Berger says, I would bet on that outcome at this point. Just need to do a corrosion inspection and see if anything is wrong. Yep. Read the comments. It's funny because I seem to remember Eric Berger saying launching Gateway on Falcon Heavy is a much better idea because it saves us money. Yeah, it saves us money, but you know what it doesn't save? Time. Whoops. I didn't realize that the USSR shuttle Buran had a first and only spaceflight, which was unmanned and occurred in November of 1988. Yeah, the 1K1 mission, Wendy. It launched into space and came back autonomously. It did a couple orbits and landed autonomously in Baikonur. Here, let me zoom out of the Ukraine here. Yeah, so okay, there's the McPill. There's Site 110 right there, so we got to go up here. The tracks will turn to the right. There's the test stand for Energia, and the runway should be right over here. There it is. Yep, it landed autonomously on that runway. How much of a problem really would it be if they switched it back to SLS? I don't know. It would be... Yeah, we've already made a lot of changes to have the PPE launch with the Halo module. SLS would have to do that, and I'm not sure it fits in the Universal Stage Adapter, dude. Energia was such a cool rocket. I'd say that Energia was one of the most impressive rockets ever devised by man. Yeah, it's pretty damn good for what it is. They already sank a ton of money to make the PPE structurally capable of carrying the Halo above it. Yeah, Baron, I understand that. What I'm telling you is that was a stupid thing to do. Why? Why? Make one? The whole point of the power and propulsion element was that it was a sat bus and we'd save money doing it that way. I seriously, dude, the more I think about it, the more I like my ideas of using the EUS as your gateway and prototyping a transfer vehicle for doing flybys with the EUS. That makes way more sense. Basically, adapt the Apollo applications program for SLS. Skylab 2. Let's go. Dude, like, what a piece of junk. Sorry. Shoes. Five years later, we still didn't get this. What's this? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just... Gotta have a US first to wet workshop it. I don't even think you need to wet workshop the damn thing, Deadbringer. I think you should just put a HAB module on the front where the universal stage adapter should be. Just put a HAB module there. And just have Orion separate, turn around, and dock to it. Just take a page right out of Apollo's book. Why? You know why? Because it works. As much as I immediately despise the Russian government, I can give credit where credit is due. The Energia is not Russian, it's Soviet. Those are two different things. Those are two different things, my friend. Nice. You have any footage of Energia? There's not much, dude. Here. Yeah, a cargo SLS would have been to just pop it off. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Ooh, New Dylan McCool with his coronet. Nice. Dude, is it bad if like I see 2-door coronets and they look so goofy to me because I'm so used to looking at 4-door coronets? Is that bad? Would you ever see gigantic engines like they used to make or smaller than new meta? It's possible, Skeleton, if we come up with better manufacturing techniques. Sweet. Yeah, I see 2-door coronets and I'm just like, what a weird, that thing looks so weird. That's not mine. Did that thing move? Hold on. Let me just make sure that thing's still in neutral. We did try to move it around, to be fair. It's in park. I think so, Illness. I think it cached the image. Hey, Jack, 53-month reset. Did you know that ducks in the park are free? Okay. The Secret Lab's worth the money. I don't know, I didn't really pay for it, but it is a comfortable chair, Vader. This was a gift from a viewer. Was it back gyre? Yes, it was. Anyway, sorry for the kind of nothing burger space news today, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you guys want to talk about any other particular thing. I kind of want to make a run to the parts store and go get the parts before they close. Is your shop haunted? Maybe.
Discovery.
The vast video. Oh my god. Check the odometer to see if it's gone backwards. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. What do you want to see? Which video were we watching? Vast Haven 1 experience.
Hi everyone, I'm Drew Foistel.
Hey!
Fast. Welcome
Drew!
to our Haven 1 spacecraft experience.
Race car driver. And astronaut. YouTube's gonna nuke that.
This is the hatch that allows us to rendezvous and dock with the SpaceX Crew Dragon vehicle. Here we have our crew interface display, and on the sides of the corridor is stowage for equipment, payloads, supplies, and food. A little further on, we have our crew quarters for sleeping, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And moving into the crew common area,
where we house our 10 mid-deck equipment payload lockers for flying experiments and research to space. And the best part about the crew common area is the vast Haven 1 domed window.
Dude, screw that. Put one of those on top of SLS. Put one of those on top of SLS and make that your gateway. Frick it. Frick it. It'll get there in 3 days. You know, like, just do that. What did he race? I'm not sure. He does race cars. So Skylab 2. Exactly. Precisely. Go to VAS. Go over to Max Hewitt, and say, hey, look. Yo, make me another one of those things. Put it on top of SLS. Can we watch the Australian rocket launch where the guy goes 3, 2, 1, go? All right, we'll end space news with that.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah!
That guy's my hero. That guy's my hero. No, make 3. That's fine. That's awesome. One more time.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah!
It's freaking sick, dude. So it sounds like Dragon will be around after the ISS is decommissioned. Yep. Who said sit down? I got 3 words for you. I love this company. Yeah! Reminds me of the Howard Dean scream. Yeah, all right, guys. That's going to do it. Once again, Space News, there's not a lot, man. The next launch we have is a Starlink that's scheduled for 9:30 on Thursday. We'll be here for that. It'll probably push a little bit later into the night, but we'll be there for that. And then there's Starlink during the Flame Trench on Friday. That's the whole point. That's what he says, Nick. That's why it's funny. Thanks. Take care. It's so glorious. I know. Wish you lived closer to test drive this sim. Oh my gosh. I gotta test drive that thing, dude. Sean, yeah, I don't know if you've been keeping up. We've been working on that thing. Is Dodge. Is nice. Is Dodge. Is has no floor, but is nice. You gonna do more Cornet streaming stuff after the hardware store run? I don't know. Maybe I'll do the stuff in the morning. Maybe we'll do it in the morning. It's meh. You're meh, Jonathan. MSC is tomorrow. Thought he was a Ford guy. Yeah, but I really like late 60s Mopars. I don't know what that's about. I really like them. I blame the General Mayhem episode of Roadkill, but yeah, Hillness, exactly. That's right. Yeah, Newtopia. It's a lot of Mopars are cool, man. Vanishing paint. Ford trucks, Mopar land yachts. Yep, that's how we do. Anyway, dudes. Yeah. I don't know. Should we do some after hours? I was gonna play Summer Car for after hours tomorrow. I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Go get parts? All right. Beavers? I'm down for playing some Timberborn. Let's relax and play some Timberborn. Your dream car before watching EG was a Ferrari, now it's a 68 Mustang. Oops. Sorry about that. I can get the parts up in the morning. Are you going to get into Oblivion? Never played them, dude. Not really interested. Yeah, we can wind down with some beavers. That's fine. I'll just go get the parts in the morning, dudes. So, yeah, let's jump into some after hours, play some Timberborn for a little while. So I'm going to jog the VOD, over on the YouTube side of things. On Twitch, probably just be a 5-minute out for a second. I will be back momentarily. Hope you enjoyed this space news. Stand by for loss of signal, as expected, just for a second.